Hi class, I wanted to put out an introduction video for the course, and the purpose of this video is to walk through the major components of the course and the major kind of flow of assignments, give you some tips and tricks for the course, and so you can get to know me a little bit too. So my name is Josh Tangway. I've been an instructor with Fort Hays for about 5 years now, and I taught on campus for a little bit, and now I teach only virtually, which I really enjoy. I really like all the different people who I teach around the country and um, different populations of people, sometimes military personnel or stay-at-home parents, or even if you're right on campus at Fort Hays taking this course. That's fantastic. I just find that diversity really awesome and really fun to work with. So PSY201 really focuses on learning how to write scientifically in APA format, as well as how to research responsibly the psychological literature. So I think that this class is really important, and this is one of my favorite classes to teach by far, because I think it's really important. I think whether you're going into graduate school for psychology, if you have aspirations to do that, or if you're currently in the workforce, or you're going into the workforce after your education, it is a very important course to learn how to write objectively and responsibly. Writing is a very important skill for a lot of professions. Again, whether you want to go to graduate school, or you're currently working, or you're going into the workforce, it can help you in a lot of different ways to be able to write objectively and write cleanly, and how to do good research, because there's a lot of bad research out there, as you know, in a lot of ways people try to get you to believe things, and it's really important to know how to wade your way through that. So that's why I get excited about this class, because it can help make you more of a knowledgeable consumer of everything that's out there. If you pull up the syllabus for the class, so if you haven't, you might want to pause me here now and then pull up the syllabus on Blackboard and just kind of scroll through it with me here. You'll see that we have a different mixture of assignments. So we have some quizzes. We have 5 quizzes, each worth 20 points. But this isn't just a quiz class. There's a few quizzes, but the bulk of the work is done within assignments. So our first big assignment is our reference list, where you'll find 10 peer-reviewed articles based on the subject that you'll be writing your paper on. And I'll talk a lot more about peer-reviewed articles, and we'll do a lot more work with that. So if you don't understand what that means yet, that's okay. But one of the first things that you'll do in this module here is that you will identify which topic you want to write on for the semester. So you'll find your SLIFE book, which is the clashing psychological issues, taking sides. All of the topics are in that book, so you need that book. You don't have to read that whole book. You just have to pick what topic you want to study for the remainder of the class. A lot of those topics are also listed in Module 1, but again, you need that SLIFE book. It's a really good place to kind of get started with your research and start learning a bit more about your topic. So there's some really interesting topics like, is sex addictive? Or is homosexuality biologically based? Or is ADHD a real disorder? So lots of pro and con things, and the goal of this semester is for you to write a cogent, well-informed paper on one of those topics. And again, there's some really interesting ones there. If you have an older version of the SLIFE book, that's okay, because they still have a lot of topics in there. So you don't need the 19th extended version or expanded version necessarily, but if you do, that's great. In fact, the topics I have listed under Module 1 may be from the 19th edition, not the expanded edition, but I think they might be the same. Either way, they stay pretty consistent from edition to edition. So just please pick one, and pick it well, because it's the one that you'll be working with for the rest of the semester. Okay, so we'll talked about you'll be finding references for that assignment. You'll be organizing your material into note cards and an outline for your paper in Module 4. Then we'll be working towards you creating your first draft, which is due on the 18th of July. And then we'll do a peer critique where you swap papers with one of your peers and you edit each other's. Then you'll write a final draft. I give a lot of feedback on your first draft, though. So you're going to be getting a lot of concrete feedback from me, a lot of suggestions, a lot of ways to think about your writing. I really pride myself on trying to give you guys really thorough feedback because I want you guys to really try to improve your research and your writing skills. I had a professor in college who one of my first philosophy classes, actually, he let me rewrite one of the major papers in a course as many times as I wanted, and I ended up rewriting it 6 or 7 times to get the grade that I wanted. But every time he would come back with something more that I could improve upon. Another really good professor once told me to never get satisfied with your own sentence, which means that you can always make your writing cleaner, you can always make your research cleaner, you can always do better. So this course is really kind of in that spirit. So then we turn in the final draft, and that's our final assignment. So this course, I hope you're seeing, is all really geared towards you thoroughly researching one topic, and assignments are crafted around that topic, and then you're creating a final paper based on that. So it's a really good opportunity to delve into and learn about one topic intimately. And I hope that you really take advantage of that because you don't get to do that in every other class. Sometimes you'll have a couple of weeks to write a term paper, but this class you have a semester to really delve into a topic, which, if you are looking to go to graduate school and, some professions you have kind of extended projects that you work on that you have to really develop, this is kind of good practice for that. So that's kind of an overview of the flow of assignments. I want everyone to keep in mind, please, that this is a summer course, and that means that the course moves relatively quickly. So we have 8 weeks for the course, I believe it is. We have 8 modules. So each module lasts about 1 week. There are, I believe, the first draft module I give you guys, it looks like about 14, no, I'm sorry, I give you guys 9 days to write your first draft in that module, but you'll see that the module before module 5, I recommend that you start writing your paper earlier. So I encourage you guys to work ahead, or to be forecasting the rest of the class. I will grade quickly and efficiently, so you'll have your assignments back usually within 3 days of you turning it in, because I want you guys to have that feedback so you can continue to build. At the same time, again, this is a summer class, so it moves quickly. So if you miss a week, that's really hard to catch up. And these assignments take time and they take development. So I did the best I could with really stretching it out. I mean, we go right up to the end. The 29th is the last day of the semester, and that's when your final draft is due. So I really tried to stretch it out, and do the best I can for you guys. But we really have to stay diligent in staying on top of assignments. These are not assignments that you can do the night before. And I know a lot of instructors probably say that, but they are really not assignments that you can do on a Thursday night before the Friday that it's due. At least for myself, I can't find 10 good peer-reviewed sources in one night. I can't write 10 pages in one night that's of high quality for your first draft. So please be looking ahead. I'll be putting out videos like this throughout the semester at different modules to explain different kind of tips and tricks for that specific module. Please watch it. because I try to let you guys know different pitfalls and different areas that our students usually sometimes have trouble with. Um, so in terms of course policy stuff, please go through the syllabus on all of that detail. Um, the one thing I did want to go over though was late assignments. I do go by the departmental policy, the psychology department policy, where um, we can't allow more than one late assignment per semester. Um, Instructors are allowed to be more strict than that, but I do allow one late assignment per semester. I won't ask you questions. I don't care why you need an extension. I will give you an extension to complete the work. It will usually be a few days. Please just email me either a day before or a day after it's due um, in order to get that extension. So if you email me 2 weeks later and say, "Hey, I forgot to do this outline," I'm sorry. Um, so please be diligent about that. But we only get one, and that's for any reason, and that partly is because um, these are fast-moving classes, and especially in the summertime. So we just need to stay on track. I realize that life gets in the way. With kids get sick, work grinds you hard 1 week. Um, it's summertime, so you have a family vacation planned for a week somewhere. You really got to think about those things, and you either need to figure out how to work around it or work through it. But feel free to communicate with me about it, and I will respond to it. Um, if you help keep me informed, then sometimes I can make suggestions for you. But it's hard to play catch up, obviously. In terms of contacting me, feel free to email me anytime. We can email back and forth about questions that you have in the class or concerns that you have for yourself in the class. That would be fantastic. I'm really diligent about my email. You can use my faculty email that's listed on the syllabus. You can also call me. My number is on the syllabus. If I don't pick up, you can leave a message and I'll get back to you. If you want to set up a more formal phone appointment, like you need to talk for like 15 minutes about something, you can email me and say, "Hey, what's a good time for you to talk?" And we can set up a time that works for both of us and do that. But email or phone is fine. So feel free to do either. I think that's for the most part it, guys. I get really excited about teaching this course. I teach a few sections of it per semester. It's a great course. It's important. It's summertime, so that's awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying your summers, and I hope it's a great start for you. So feel free to email me with any questions, and we'll go from there.